Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Mahima and I am someone who loves a good romance book, but I haven't read too many yet. So in this video, I am going to be talking about all the romance books that I have read so far, and I'm gonna tell you which one I liked and which one didn't live up to the hype. Let's start with my favorite series, Twisted series. I have already talked about Twisted Love and Twisted Games on my channel. There are two separate videos of them if you wanna check out. Twisted series is a story of four best friends, Eva, Jules, Bridget and Stella, and each book belonged to one of them. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Twisted Love. So Twisted Love is a dark romance story of Eva and Alex Wonko, Eva Chan and Alex Wonko. So they are basically grumpy into sunshine. Alex is a powerful man with a dangerous reputation and billionaire, whereas Eva is this sweet girl with a sunshine personality. And I enjoyed this book a lot, and I remember I was blushing the whole time when I read this book for the first time. It's 5 stars for me. Now let's talk about Twisted Games. If I could, I would rate this book 10 stars because this one is my most favorite book and I have read this book more than 2-3 times. And this is my comfort book. Whenever I'm craving some comfort, whenever even if I'm sad or anything, I'll just pick up this book again and again, and I'm never gonna get bored of this book. That's how much good it is. So this story is about Bridget, who's a literal princess, and her bodyguard Reese Larson, who is hot. So Bridget is strong, independent, and so much fun to read about, and her bodyguard Reese Larson is everything you want: protective, tough, hot. So it's basically a princess into bodyguard romance. The tension between them, it's especially because Reese is supposed to be keeping a professional distance from Bridget. The love between them is emotional, beautiful, and of course passionate. There's a lot of spice. Twisted Hate focuses on the story of Jules and Josh, and Josh is Eva's brother. Josh and Jules have known each other for years, but they have nothing but hatred for each other. Enemies to lover? Yes. I gave it 4 stars, and I gave Twisted Love and Games 5 stars. The Last Twisted Lies is about our beloved Christian Harper and Stella. There's fake dating, there's dark romance, and there is everything that you and I do not have. Their love story is complicated, passionate, and it also has so many lies. Honestly, I'm gonna reread all the 4 books now, and I am in love with Alex and Reese. As Catherine said, it's okay to love them both. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. We all know about it. Everyone is just so crazy about this book. And it is definitely worth the hype. A fun rom-com about a girl named Liz. Liz is a big fan of romantic movies and she has been dreaming about having her own perfect love story just like me. I love this book so much, full of humor, full of cute, sweet moments, and everything that you expect from a cheesy rom-com book. It's here. Mostly I like this book because I relate a lot with Liz, because I am someone who loves watching cheesy romance movies, Christmas rom-com movies, Bollywood romance, and then daydream about it. It is a story about realizing that sometimes life is better than the movies, and sometimes the person that you least expect could be the one for you. The next one is The American Roommate Experiment. It's about Rosie, who needs a place to stay and ends up sharing apartment with Lucas, her best friend's cousin. They go from being strangers to roommates, from roommates to friends, and then their friendship turns into something more. It is sweet, it is funny, and it has some steamy moments too. You know what is the most romantic thing happening here? It is that Rosie is trying to write a romance book, but she is currently in a writer's block. So Lucas takes her on these fake dates and to give her inspiration, to give her ideas, and that date ideas, those dates are so romantic, so cute, so creative that my heart went like, I gave it 5 stars. Now let's talk about Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Emily Henry is everywhere. Whenever I search a book, whenever I search romance books, the first suggestion is Emily Henry. It's a book about books, and I love books that are about books. Though it was unfortunately average for me, so I gave it 3 stars only. The story follows Nora, who is a literary agent who's all about her career, and she isn't really into those cheesy romance books, even though she is surrounded by them. She's a city girl, she's strong, she's independent, and she has her life all planned out. But when she takes a small trip into this small town with her sister, she runs into Charlie, a grumpy editor. I loved it, but at times it was boring. And there is that scene, there is one of the scene that I cannot tell you guys, otherwise it will be a spoiler, but only that scene was the most romantic. Now I have 2 books by Elie Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis, and The Love on the Brain. The Love Hypothesis is about Olive, a PhD student who doesn't believe in love but ends up fake dating a popular professor, Adam, just because she accidentally kissed him in front of her friend. It is fun and it is very funny. It is fun, and it has okay-ish romance, but those cute moments with a bit of science mixed in it, which makes it more cute and relatable. I don't know how it makes it relatable because I'm not a science student. I have nothing to do with science. I gave it 4 stars and I really enjoyed this one. It's really funny. Now the next one is Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain is about Bee. First of all, Bee is a cute but weird name. Bee is a neuroscientist who just scored her dream job in NASA, but her excitement is quickly ruined. I am not sure how to pronounce the name of the main male character in this. It's Levi or Levi. I guess Levi, right? Her excitement is quickly ruined when she finds out that she has to work with Levi Ward, who apparently hates her. Or that's what she thinks. This is a slow burn romance filled with science, chemistry between them, and the tension of 2 very different personalities trying to understand each other. But for me, this was average. I just couldn't enjoy this one. Maybe because of the writing or something, I don't know, but I loved the Love Hypothesis, but not this one. Now let's talk about Icebreaker. This one is very flop for me. This is a hockey romance, and I didn't know that things like this existed, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Spice, check. Emotional connection, check. Didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped, check. While the chemistry between the characters was intense, but at times there was nothing but and that was a huge turn off for me. The story follows Anastasia, a talented figure skater who is focusing on getting into Olympics. However, things take a huge turn when she is forced to share the ice with Nate Hawkins, who is a ice hockey player. Their relationship is full of playful, slow burn chemistry and some unexpected twist. The only thing that I liked is Nate Hawkins setting the standards and Anastasia being so bold. Ending was somewhat just fine for me, so it's 3 stars for me. Honestly, there were times when I felt like there's nothing in this book except spice. Now let's talk about After series. I enjoyed the movie and I enjoyed book 1, but that's it. It's about a college freshman, Tessa, who meets this toxic, mysterious guy with a lot of baggage, Hardin. They fall into this intense, often toxic relationship. And honestly, the series is literally just about Tessa and Hardin breaking up, patching up, breaking up, patching up, breaking up, patching up. And it was so annoying. Tessa's a bit too naive in the starting, and Hardin is, well, complicated in all the wrong ways. But after the book 1, I started hating Tessa also because of her choices and the way she talks and everything. Reading After We Collided was boring experience, to be honest. Would I recommend it? Yes. After We Collided and After We Fell, no. Just watch the movie instead. It's better. 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. The Fault in Our Stars. It is a heartbreaking yet beautiful stories about two teenagers, Hazel and Augustus, if I'm pronouncing that right. They both meet at a cancer support group and they develop a deep emotional bond there that further blooms into a sweet romance. This book is incredibly emotional and yes, I cried a lot. The characters, especially Hazel, is so complex and real, and she isn't like the people pleaser, or she doesn't like to show her sympathy, pity and all just because she is sick. Augustus is charming and his character has so much more depth than just being that charming boy. However, the starting of this book felt a little slow. And their conversations were sometimes boring, sometimes they feel like they're stretching it and dragging it a little. It was only when their relationship deepened that the story picked up and became truly engaging. The ending was so sad, it broke my heart, and it's definitely worth reading for the emotional journey and to understand the powerful connection between these characters. Now let's talk about Anna Hong books. I have already talked about the Twisted series in the starting. First, let's talk about If Love series. I have only 3 books and there are total 4 books in the series. First one is If We Ever Met Again. It's a friends to lover romance. It's about an interior designer who dreams about falling in love, and then there is this boy who's an ex-football player who thinks love is a no-no. The storyline, spice, characters, everything was amazing. 5 stars. Now the second book in this series is If the Sun Never Sets. It's a story about their reunion. I just spoiled it. I did. I felt bad for the female character here. This was a 3 stars for me. It was good but not as good as the first part. I enjoyed it. And now the last one, and now the third one, If Love Had a Price. This one is not connected to those 2 books. It's a different story. This one I enjoyed a lot, and it was a very different experience for me just because I have always read about a billionaire man and a struggling female character, but this one was about a rich female character and a struggling male character. 3 stars. I loved it. Now next is King of Sin series, and I only have 2 books. Maybe this one also has 4 parts, but I have only read these 2 books. First, let's talk about The King of Wrath. This one is again dark romance, arranged marriage. She is the wife he never wanted and the weakness that he never saw coming. I gave The King of Wrath 3 stars, but honestly it's a really good romance. But the thing happened with me, for some reason I couldn't enjoy it. But I know the story is good, the characters are good, the plot line is good, everything is just so good about this book, and still I couldn't enjoy it because when I picked up this book, I wasn't really feeling good. I was in some unfortunate events, so couldn't enjoy at that time. But I'm gonna reread this soon and I'm gonna give this book the justice it deserves. King of Pride was a very special experience for me because I was listening to the audiobook of this book while reading the book. I usually don't enjoy audiobooks at all. I just like reading physical books most of the times, but this time the experience was mind-blowing, mostly because of the voice actors who brought so much depth and so much emotion into this book. I could really feel everything, and it was like I am in the story. The book follows the story of Kai Young and Isabella. Kai Young is reserved and controlled billionaire with no time for distractions, especially not someone like Isabella, who is bold, who is wild-spirited, and who is the complete opposite of Kai. And Kai is basically a book nerd who is obsessed with classics and Charles Dickens. You will see a lot of reference to them in this book, while Isabella is writing a thriller erotica and who herself is not that much into books. The contrast between them, perfection. It's a 4.5 stars for me, and now when I think about it, they both went through so much, but in the end they were there for each other, and this made their bond even more stronger, even more perfect. And oh my god, the romance, the dark romance, and as I told you, I was listening the audiobook, so It all hit so differently while listening to the audiobook. I swear, when those scenes came up, I was not in my senses. I was just sitting there like, oh my god, I need to ask for forgiveness from God because this is not appropriate at all. And at the same time, I just could not stop. Now, the second last is First Love by Shija Josh. This is a teenager love story that shows complexity of young loves and their personal growth. My memory of this book is very vague, blurred, because I read this book in 2019. But I know the feeling that I felt these characters are so complex. This is a short book, you can literally finish it in 1 or 2 sittings. It is fast paced. And the last one is The Holiday Cottage by the Sea by Holly Martin. This is my most favorite book, and I am going to read more books by Holly Martin soon. This is the kind of book that helps you escape into your imagination, into daydreaming. This is the book that takes you into another world that is full of cute vibes. It's like that coastal village, very picture cute, very cutesy. Tori Grams is going through a painful heartbreak, so she skips to this cottage. During her stay, Tori meets Aiden, who is also going through some rough phases in his life. But as they spend their time together, their relationship deepens, they connect emotionally, and then there is these cute moments, small town romance moments, and it is just so good. And with that, this is the last review for today. This is the last romance book that I read, and maybe I read this in 2020 or maybe 21. Thank you for sticking with me till the very end of this video. Do tell me if you enjoyed this video, and if you need more videos like this, me talking about books or reviewing books. I also did a video in which I talked about all the thriller books that I read. It is also on my channel if you want to go check it out. And also you can suggest me some books that you want me to read, and I will also review them. Till then, happy reading. Bye.